Hey, so I just wanted to talk about Ascension and what's happening right now. I am going to preface by saying some of what I'm about to say is going to be repetitive from the one video I just filmed. That's unlisted for just those who are part of my group on Facebook, Learn, Laugh, Love, if you want to check it out. So if you watch that, I apologize. You're going to be hearing some stuff repeating, but it's just because this video is for the public and I want to address this to be able to talk about this. So I woke up and a friend of mine, I'd missed a couple calls, and a close friend of mine had left me a couple voicemails, and she was tripping out because she had went through a shift tonight, which is really interesting because I'd just been talking to my other friend on the phone, and I had actually been telling her about so this friend that went through another shift who called me last night. It was the friend that I had the dream with where we saw the eye together. So I'd just been telling my other friend about this, about her and I having this where we saw the eye together. I was telling another friend about this just last night, and then my friend that I'd had that experience with went through another shift, and my heart is with her because she was a little traumatized by it just because of the circumstances surrounding it. But she's okay, and she knows it's good. She's actually saying she doesn't want it to fade away. She's afraid she's going to wake up and it's going to be gone. It's not necessarily that it's going to be gone. It's just, excuse me. It's just like basically how I find going through a shift works and being blasted up another level. For me, it's not all the time. I should have prefaced that. I should have said that before in my other video. So it's not necessarily every time, but it is often where, or there's a good number of times where I go through my shift and it's like, so I'm here, and then I go through a blast or a shift and I'm like, whoop, like right up here. And then I'm like about that for a day, and then when I wake up the next day, I'm back down, but I'm about here. I'm like a step higher. And then I naturally, on a more gentler incline, progress back upward again. And I feel that that's kind of a thing that happens with this. I'm getting that this is a thing. And my team had confirmed earlier that I was getting this right, that it's kind of like, it's kind of like, a good analogy is kind of like when you heat up food or you're making food and it's like right fresh out of the oven or off the stove or out of the microwave. You generally don't put it in your mouth right away because you're going to scald your mouth. You're going to wait till it cools down a bit and then you can actually enjoy it. That's kind of like with being blasted off and going through shifts. And I'm not saying this is going to be every case, but this is a thing where it is you're blasted off really high and you're given a small taste as to where you're about to get to, but then you're brought back down a little bit. You're still higher than where you started off, but you can't. It's almost like you can, but it's a lot easier for yourself, your energy, your body, your reality, if you brought back down again a little bit and then slowly, naturally incline on a gentler slope. Because if you go too fast, you generally end up getting burned. I'm not going to get into it, not time or place, but there's reasons why you don't go too fast. So basically she went through another shift where it really hit her how real it is, the fact that this is a simulation. What we're living in right now, none of this shit is real. This is not real. This is just a simulation. It's a computer program. We enter our consciousness in this when we go to sleep. In reality, we not go to sleep. That's just it. It's sleep, but it's not sleep. We enter our consciousness into these avatars, which is in a simulation. This is a program. And sorry, my nose. And it really hit my friend last night how real that is, that this very much is a simulation. This is not real. It's real, but it's not real reality. This is just a program. For me, every single one of you, even the people even my friends and family, All y'all are just Sims. I've got Sims for friends. But in your worlds, in your realities, I'm the Sim, and everyone else around you is the Sims and you're real. It's just then all our movies and realities swirl and mix together to create one big reality of a program. It's really, yeah. And again, that's why you can't just go up to someone and be like, you're not real, you're just a simulation. You watch The Matrix, right? Have you seen the Matrix movies? You don't just go up to someone and be like, hey, you're in a computer program. It's stuff that they need to come to realize themselves and on their own journey. And you can guide them and stuff, but it's kind of going back. We're not going to go into the whole analogy, but I talked about in one of my other videos, the whole thing about leading a horse to water, and you can force the water down its throat, but it's going to keep it alive, but it's not really going to enjoy it for what it is and take it in for what it is, so this is happening more and more with people realizing that. Amanda Ellis just posted a video yesterday about the next year we're going through a wormhole into 5D, into not even just 5D, into new Earth. Heaven on Earth is new Earth. And that's where we're headed right now. And that's why there's so much chaos. All the dark is being pushed out into the light. And so it's absolute chaos, because where we're headed, all this dense dark baggage cannot come with us. And after I got off the phone with my friend, I went on my Facebook and I was scrolling, and I came across a post that someone was talking about the fact that they were driving, and all of a sudden it was like they couldn't feel their legs. They were like, where are my legs? And they used their mind's eye, their third eye, to try and see their legs. And they're like, I don't know where my legs are. Well, I've got legs, but do I even have pants on? And it was great, because what was awesome about this was a post talking about, it was her and a bunch of people being like, yeah, this is happening to me too, and I have no idea what's going on. And then I was able to come in and be like, welcome to 5D, you're hovering. They didn't even realize what was going on. They were confused, and I was able to tell them that's what's happening. This is real. And which is even more awesome, because that is more confirmation and proof to me that this is real. This is real, what I'm telling you guys. I'm not the only one experiencing this, and I got to see that today, and people were confused. They didn't know what was going on. This is real. Our energy is starting to hover. So if you start to not be able to feel your legs and the ground when you're walking, don't panic. Embrace it and enjoy it, because your energy is hovering. It's so cool. It's so cool. Literally, you can't feel your legs or the ground. You're just hovering. Your legs are touching the ground. You're still in your body, like you're still attached to your body, but your energy's hovering. It is so cool. And this is happening more and more and more and more. It's so exciting. And this is the stuff that I need to hold on to when I'm going through a rough time. Like yesterday was hard for me. And this is the stuff that I need to hold on to. Be excited about this. This is the childlike wonder and awe that I need to hold on to. This is so excited where we're heading. What's about to happen next? And what's also really interesting, actually I need to point this out to her too, because she hasn't even clued into that. I know she hasn't. She had to go for a COVID test earlier yesterday because she had cold symptoms. Her nose was stuffed, her throat was messed up, she had a cough. She was tested, she's fine, she's not sick. It's not COVID that she has, it's Ascension Symptoms. God knows it is a form of COVID, but it's not registering as COVID because it's not the virus COVID. It's COVID as in the upgrade. It might not even be that. Either way, she's not sick. She went through a shift and it was Ascension Symptoms. It's so cool. This shit's real, guys. It's all real. It's all real. It's all real. It's all real. And it's happening fast. We're heading home, guys. We're on our way home. We're so close to home. We're so close to home. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this longer than what I know I can even realize and imagine. This has been a long time coming, guys. This has been a really long, hard battle to get to this point. We're not all the way there yet, but we're almost there. And we gotta be, because I keep inserting myself into this. So the only reason why I would is knowing that there's something really good coming, and it's coming up fast. So the fact that I'm still here, that should be faith for you guys, faith and hope for you guys. The fact that I'm still here, I insert myself back into this when I'm done missioning around out wherever the real reality is. So, yeah. Anyway, this is a little bit of a shorter one. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I think I need to rest before I do any channeling and talk about stuff. I do want to talk more about what it feels like to work with spirit. Oh, well, actually, yeah, I should. Okay, so with the ascension process, for me anyway, it's getting stronger with being able to feel my spirit team. I do know with people, other mediums, they have talked to me that they say that they don't feel things in the same way that I do. I'm apparently very, 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 well, no, I know I am. I know I'm very sensitive. And I'm talking physically. I'm talking specifically physically. I am very sensitive. And that's for multiple reasons. I'll explain another day. It's too much to get into right now, but there are reasons behind it, and it's beyond levels. And I have had this confirmed through multiple resources too, that this is a thing, that there's a reason why I'm this sensitive. It's like research and stuff. Okay, basically on one end, I'm not going to get into detail as to what we do, but on one end, we're seeing now, because humans are changing with the ascension process. So we've always known the extent of what humans can handle when it comes to pain and laughter. So you can die from getting hurt, and you can die from laughter, from something that's too good. So there's been me and someone else. She's been doing the dark stuff, and I've been doing the light stuff, and it's just we see what the new limit is of the new human, what our limit is as to how much we can handle before we have to tap out and die, whether it's something too good or something really quote unquote not good. That's the best way I can explain it without going into detail. And again, I am going to say I do have that confirmed from other resources outside of my own head. So this is a very real thing, and it makes sense. We would need to do this because we need to know what the new limits are for humans. I am very, very, very sensitive. So that being said, things might be a little different for you guys, or it might be the exact same, or there might be some similarities and some differences. I don't know, but for me, what it feels like, what spirit feels like, when it first started out, I would notice it would feel like there was like a spider or a hair on my arm, and I would look and there was nothing there, and I could feel it moving, and I'd be staring and there's nothing there, and I didn't realize at the time that was spirit. That was my spirit team, like, just tracing their fingers and touching my arms. I remember the one time, there was this one time what I'm about to tell you happened, and then after this happened, that's when things started to get stronger and stronger for me. I was laying in my bed, and my one main guide, I felt on my right shoulder blade, on the skin, on my right shoulder blade, I felt my one main guide go, boom, 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 3 lines with his finger on my back. And then after he did that, on my arm, on each of my arms, my leg, different parts of my body, he would do 1 stroke with his finger. And it was him. I know it was him showing me, this is what it feels like for me to touch you, and I'm going to touch you now in different spots. This is me. I'm showing you. It literally, like, if they go to, like, say they go to, like, tickle the bottom of my foot, sometimes it literally feels like a finger just going whoop right up the middle of your bottom of your foot. It's crazy. I can literally, at times, it feels like a hand on my stomach, or like when a lot of times they literally, right now, who is it? Uriel's behind the camera and he's reaching over. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see stuff. I don't know if you'll see anything, but he's reaching over the camera, and he's gripping onto my hands. I'm really feeling it in these two fingers right here, but I feel it over my hands, but for some reason these two fingers are really feeling it. And it's just, it's subtle right now. He's messing with me a bit. Oh. Yeah, he's popped back behind me again. He's like, I'm done. I want to sit with you. But it very much, it's this intense, strong grip of energy. I don't know how to describe it. It's clearly energy, but it's, oh my God, when they want to grip onto you, man, it's strong and they're gripping onto you, and it doesn't hurt. Like because my team's not going to hurt me. If it's hurting me, that's not good. It doesn't hurt me. It's just strong. Oh, he's holding onto this hand again. It's strong. It's not super strong right now, but he's gently holding onto this hand. I can feel it a lot in the palm. And again, these two fingers. I swear he's holding my hand like this. He's got my hand like this. I swear he's holding my hand like this, and I don't know why. He's laughing. He's saying, yeah, he's holding my hand like that. Why? Because I feel like it. Okay. Cool. Last night, as I was laying there falling asleep, I could feel it was like this air or something right here, and I knew he was kissing my third eye. It's starting a little bit. There's been a couple times now where I know they're working on me being able to hear them with my ears, not just in my head. There's times where he's doing it slightly with this ear. It feels like there's someone covering my ears. Everything feels like sounds really muffled, and like I'm trying to pop my eardrums and yawn, and I can't do anything. And I realize it's my team. They've got their hands on my ears and they're working on my ears. And there's been a couple times now where I'll be laying there and I'll be talking to Eric and he's responding to me, and I can feel the nerves in my ears are tickling, and I can feel the vibration in my ears, and he's talking in my ear. I can tell that it's working toward that. I'm seeing more flashes of light, particularly with my eyes closed. It's tickling the bottom of my foot right now. So that right now, what that feels like, it feels just like a line of it just feels like tingles moving down my foot, and it's staying like a line down the one side of my foot. It doesn't feel like a finger. It just feels like tingles. It can feel like spiders. It can feel like hair. It can feel like actual hands or fingers tickling you, touching you, gripping onto you, petting your hair. One of the things that my one team member likes to do, right along my hairline, just kind of, I'm guessing with their finger or their energy or whatever, just kind of do that along my hairline right in here. And just feeling warmth, warm air, warm energy, and just feeling hugged and held, feeling soft. My body feels soft in general because it's changed, but there's this soft feeling that you also get from spirit. I can't describe it. Seeing fog. I've seen my team as fog, white fog. There's been white streaks of light that have dropped down in front of me. I've seen orbs. I see out the corner of my eye, it's like there's someone there, and then I look and it's not. There's no one there, but there is. It's because I've been focused on it too much. I need to go back to the physical stuff though. But a lot of times they like to play with my nose, like boop up my nose or touch my nose, or like play with my nose ring, or making me feel like there's hair in my nose, or make my nose itchy. Robin tends to do that. Robin likes to play with my nose a lot. Right. Sorry. One of them likes to sit there with their finger in my back, and they're doing it right now, and it's itchy. 2 years. I sat outside for 2 years, and it felt like it was like this little tingly spot on my back. It was getting to the point where I was thinking of going to the doctor for 2 years. There was this tingly spot on my back. It wasn't consistent. It was only when I'm sitting outside at night. But for 2 years, and it was literally, and it would be mostly also in the winter. So I'd have to go inside, take all my stuff off, get my back scratcher or whatever, scratch my back, come back outside, and then end up having to do it all over again. It was driving me nuts. Ended up finding out it was my one team member was sitting there for 2 years, with their finger in my back, just like this, sitting in their lap with their finger in my back. 2 years trying to wake me up. And it just felt like this little tingly spot on my back. And I thought there was something wrong with my skin. But it was just literally my one team member just sitting there. I was sitting on their lap for 2 years, and they just sat there with their finger like this every night for 2 years, especially in the winter, because they knew it made me itchy, and it was funny for them for me to have to get up, take all my stuff off, go scratch my back, and come back outside. So, it's a lot of fun. If it was dark energy doing this, negative, nefarious, that would be terrifying. I have had terrifying things happen. But my team is amazing, and they're so much fun. They're playful, and they're pure love. And everything that they do with me, I can just feel the love. And it's amazing and beautiful and magical, and I'm so, so, so thankful. So get ready, guys. It's happening. It's happening. We're coming home. We're heading home. Everyone have a wonderful now.